now in the Black Box. Whoa. With Spider Loke, Most Easty, aka BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang. Let's go!
Listen.
Cheetah. Gratitude is the attitude. Show is a blessing. To be back in the Black Box. Black Box.
Relax, roll up as we randomly react to content in these YouTube streets. Yeah. It's time for R&R.
Smack with Nip Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the Black Box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
The constant, consistent, continuous content creation campaign continues. We stood at these 7 C's. I know the Black Box is a timeless zone. We never acknowledge time, so it's whatever time you set. You don't know if it's first thing in the morning, first thing in the evening, midday, when I'm doing this. But I'm going to tell you this. I was done creating content for the day, man. I was just watching some content for pleasure. Matter of fact, I was making a run and point and shoot. I just dropped something. It said like 30 minutes ago. It was only 9 minutes long, and he was getting on 1090 Jake. So I watched it, and I enjoyed it, as I so often do. He covered a lot of stuff we already covered as far as him throwing down his flag, and he was getting on him. But it was just a 9-minute video, and I was pleased that I watched it even more when it got to the very, 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 very last second of the video. So if you want to know what pleased me so much, you're going to have to stay to the last second of Point and Shoot video. But with no further ado, let's see what Point and Shoot says. 1090. Somebody called him 10911. Jake has been up to. Oh, blah, 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 blah.
All right, so for this video, I want to talk to you guys about 1090 Stakes again, because I've got more to cover. The last video I made about 1090 Stakes was about him trying to expose Larry Hoover as a snitch and how he was facing widespread backlash for this accusation because it was not true. And I talked about how 1090 was a rat his damn self and how he's a goof and an imposter and a fraud and a snitch. So that was the last video, but I've got more to cover. I'm not done. I'm not satisfied. And so I do want to start with the first clip. Now, this first clip is going to be the guy that Larry Hoover is being accused by Jake of snitching on him. And what you're going to see is this guy's going to come out and say Larry Hoover never snitched on him, never took the stand on him, never wrote a statement on him, that it's all a bunch of bullshit. Listen to this.
Last year they tried to say that Larry Hoover told on me, that he told the police that I shot him. I had to come on Facebook and made it perfectly clear. That man ain't never told on me, but damn, they did the same thing to David Barstow. They put it on that David Barstow told on some Blackstone Rangers in 1965 and 66.
So 1090 Jake bases his entire accusation on this old school newspaper article from racist Chicago back in the 60s where they were rioting over the civil rights. It was completely corrupt. And so this is what Jake's entire basis of his whole thing is this newspaper article. But we've got the guy that apparently got snitched on. He should be pretty upset, right? Wrong. What? He's not upset at all because it never happened. He was never snitched on. And so this clip is making its rounds around the internet. All the blogs are picking it up. It's going viral. And it's not going good for 1090 Jake. You know, he went through the same thing when he tried to expose BG for being a snitch. And he wasn't. But that was different because there was actual paperwork and documents and narratives and stuff like that. But this is just a newspaper article. So this is egregious. And people are not happy. The GDs are not happy. And it's just so concerning if you think about it. And the more you do think about it, you realize how problematic this is, considering Jake is a snitch his damn self. You see, there was inmates and COs inside that prison with Jake that were making his life a living hell. And so what he did is he snitched on them by way of writing a statement up.
Remember this photo when I told you about that moment that made me pleased? I watched this. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Remember this photo? And this is 1090 Jake, believe it or not. Now that they said it, I could look hard and I could see it in his face. But it's under a whole lot of gelatin now. Whoa.
With their names and submitting it to administration in the prison. This is actually full-blown snitchery. And so for this next clip that I want to show you, this is 1090 Jake's big homie.
What?
Everybody that hit me got hit. I got hit here. I couldn't run. I couldn't do nothing. My toes was pussing. I couldn't do nothing. All I could do was look around. Nobody could see me. So I started to run. No, he couldn't run because his fucking toes. What? So yeah, he was telling all these stories. But anyways, back to the story here. This is 1090 Jake's big homie from the GKB Killer Bloods in Florida. And he's going to be basically coming out and saying that Jake did actually snitch, but he doesn't want to call him a snitch because that's his, his little bitch or whatever. But he does say that Jake committed violations here. Look at this.
I called 1090 Jake a rat. And no, I'm not worried about if a nigga feel away with what I'm saying. That nigga. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is, when he said I was assaulted by and put that man's name in there, he fucked up. It was an error. He wasn't supposed to do that.
So Jake's big homie just said fuck him. What? So this isn't very good. So Jake is actually facing backlash for being a rat from his own people, and this is not good. This is probably contributing to the reason why he probably dropped out of his gang. But the number one reason why he dropped out, as we all know, is because he wants to be a country boy. What? He's got this new girlfriend that he's going to propose to very soon, and he wants to fit the mold of what he believes she wants in a man, which is a clean-cut, God-fearing countryman. What? So Jake he's big country now, and so he's trying to make this career pivot where because he no longer needs these guys, these older bloods in Florida, to sort of use their image to advance his career.
1090 Jake.
In the motherfucking building.
3-hour interview, 100,000 on the chain.
Big 1090, shout out to Mazza.
Big Bloods in the building.
GKB in the fucking building. Whoa. Bam, bam, bam.
Oh my God. Appreciate you, man.
By using them for validation type thing. It's very easy to understand. So he doesn't need that anymore. And he does a great job of explaining why he doesn't need them anymore in this next clip. This is Bootleg Kev podcast, and this is 1090 Jake explaining why he left his gang.
Like a lot of the people that started Blood back in the 90s on the East Coast of New York are all broke and fucked up. A lot of the big homies are broke and fucked up. So if you're 40, 50 years old and your life sucks, why do I, as a 30-year-old who's making more money than almost the majority of the entire fucking gang, the fuck am I doing over here?
Break the mold, break the cycle, set an example, show them a better way. Utilize your privilege and your resources to enhance the environment. Don't use them for whatever you can get out of them, drain them dry, and then discard them. That'd be horrible. That'd be crappy. That'd make you a douchebag moron.
It doesn't make any sense.
What the fuck did he just... What? So he says that they're all broke. He doesn't want to hang out with a bunch of broke old bums. He's like, why would I want to hang around some people that I already use for their image and I already advanced my career? I make more money than the majority. This is insane. Really. I literally can't believe he said this publicly. I mean, did he not think anyone was going to see this? Like, his career isn't in enough trouble as it is? Now, this does get 100 times.
He's trying to make sure he thoroughly convinced the side he's trying to attach himself to that he don't give a about our side. Look how disrespectful I'm being.
It's worse. In this next clip, he's going to explain that he wants to drop his flag and stop banging blood because he wants to be friends with Mark Wahlberg. What? This is insane.
The guys at the sandwich shop?
Yeah, they linked up with Mark Wahlberg, and
they're funny.
You know, like I had asked one of them, like, yo, tap me in with Mark. I asked him, and I could tell he was kind of cautious. And I looked at my Instagram, and it's like it's banged out. It's me with 30, 40 people with red flags, this and that. It's like I make him look bad, even presenting that.
So Jake is now trying to pivot and use the fame that he accumulated by being a fake blood to hang out with movie stars and fucking do all kind of, this is really inappropriate.
I already solidified who I am with what I've done and everything else, like the N-word and everything else. All it does is hold you back.
And so I'm seeing this and my jaw's just hanging open. I'm like, what is he doing? My mind is just swimming with information. And I quickly realized that it's his girlfriend. What? He wants to use his fame. He's trying to pivot his fame into getting a way to hang out with the people that his girlfriend likes. His girlfriend, who is from Tampa, by the way, doesn't give a fuck about hanging out with a bunch of over-the-hill gang members. She wants to hang out with A-list celebrities, and that's what Jake's trying to provide for her. And so he's a country boy now. He's singing to her, and we actually have audio of that.
This is hilarious.
country music. I am so fucking done doing that. That's all you guys get. I hate that shit. So yeah, so 1090 Jake is a country boy. He loves bonfires. He's acting funny as fuck, as you'll see in this clip.
Y'all doing a prison pose in front of the fire though. Dog life. Where you going?
Wow, so Jake's really out of character there, isn't he? He's had a couple of keystones.
Man, it's obvious they trying to keep that twat hot. That's what I would have said something about. He talking about prison and thugging. Man, shut the fuck up.
He's out of character. He's not. Usually when I hear Jake, I'm thinking like, see, what you got to realize is that I was the only white blood in that whole yard. Everybody was trying to give me a TOH because I was the most respected one. I was the only white blood in there. But now he's talking about everybody that fucked my girl, I'm jealous of. He's got extreme retrograde jealousy, and I think it's so funny. And they argue about this extensively. They argue about the guys that, what's her name, Haley, his girlfriend, used to have vaginal sex with before Jake came along. Look at this.
If her past don't count, then why does mine make me a felon? These ladies be out here with more bodies than old block, but my past is the only one that counts. Make that make sense in the comments.
So Jake's really going through it right now, thinking about all the bodies that his girlfriend has. I mean, this is so funny. So, and another thing I want Jake to understand is not only did his girlfriend sleep with people before he came along, but she thoroughly enjoyed it and it gratified her sexually. What? And not only that, her ex-boyfriend that she had before Jake, she's actually still in love with him and she wants to have sex with him right now. What? So I just want Jake to understand these things are actual facts. And so I thank you all for watching and I'll see you on the next one.
That's 1090 Jake? Hell no.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way, yeah.
There's no way that's 1090 Jake. Oh, mama.
Florida, where he burgled.
Now y'all know why I wanted y'all to wait to the end. Thanks y'all that waited. Shout out Point and Shoot. 1090 Fake, you ain't shit. Real talk.
Colors on deuces or the Benz on Forgiatos. 24s to be exact, ain't worry about no potholes. Bulletproof the windows and add some tints on it. A stash spot for the 40, they ain't gon' find nothing. In the lanes with my low, sipping Moet. Don't need the GPS, I got it, cuz go left. Don't take opinions from no nigga that ain't no help. We stack the handguns and put the old ones on the shelf. I had to learn to play the cards how they dealt. My bitch did a nigga wrong and she left. I ain't complaining about that shit, I was like, well, I get a new bitch. Now she calling asking me who I'm with. I'm on some new shit, everything brand new. She asked me why you got me blocked, I'm like, I had to. Call me out my name saying you sad, bitch, you sad too. And always acting like you perfect, who the fuck is you? The suede Puma's all blue, she love a nigga swag. And a box of Louis V, I'm in a different bag. We ain't the same with different ways, so I'm in a different class. And when I get mad, I let her squabble up like Trinidad, all facts. I'm the truth, you niggas cap. Tell the police everything, but they gon' lie in y'all raps. We on that bullshit, we don't give a fuck. In traffic with it on my lap, it ain't tough. This game will never be the same, it's no trust. Give a fuck about your Drake, we got them too. They not like us, don't do too much, cause we'll pop out and show niggas. It might be a truce, but we ain't clicking up with no niggas, nah. Hotel suites, we on the top floor with it, y'all. And stand 10 toes down, they be hoping I fall. But I'm a ball, like Kobe in the last game. Mafia live from the max down to the main. Straight 5 siete. Rearranging nigga frames. Never start shit we can't finish. We play no games. I'm from the Double M gang. They know the business. The crippin' running my veins. I'm born with it.
Yeah, that nigga. Free baby psych, nigga. Free bad news, nigga. Free tiny dub. Yeah, that. We in this motherfucker, nigga. Mafia crib. Yeah. Spicy blue, little freeze. What's happening?
Nigga in that hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddamn it, the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch.
My nigga Spider Low. Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
It's Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county.
What the fuck?
My nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
Spider Low. Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
In the words of Spider Loke on my mama's mama.
Spider Loke's gear. This is Bay Mac.
Nate Blood, C-Mac. Shout out my Loke, Spider Loke, huh? Nate Blood on Hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, Craig.
Point blank, do no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
You are now in the Black Box with Spider Loke, Most Easty, aka BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang.
Let's go!